I want to talk a little bit about Arkansas in Texas. And for the most part, it's simply Texas better be wary of Arkansas. And the reason that Texas better be wary of Arkansas is that Arkansas hates Texas. Hates Texas. I dare say you ask an Arkansas fan, and if you in the chat and you're doing this live or you in the comments, please comment down below if I'm wrong. But if you ask an Arkansas fan who they hate more, Texas or Texas A&M, they got to think about it. They got to think about it. But I go back to what Steve Sarkisian said at SEC Media Days this year, which is Arkansas fans hate Texas more than they like themselves. Sam Pitman was asked, what do you say to that? And he thought about it for a second and then said, he's probably right. Damn right, he's probably right. They hate y'all. They hate y'all. Like, I'm very fond of reminding folks that Texas has the last all-white national championship team in college football, because I don't think I don't think they should be proud of that, but it's also just a fact. To which Darrell Royal was so mad about folks like myself telling him that when he was still coaching at Texas, that he would say, you know what, if Arkansas beat us, they would have been the last white national champions. And I said, but they didn't, and you are. It's what it is. It's what it is, okay? On that other side, the reason that I think this show has grown to what it is, we're at 117,000 subscribers. Y'all are amazing. Those of y'all hit that subscribe button, thanks so much for that, man, because this show continues to grow because you hit the button and you watch the channel. But one of the reasons I think that is because I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I love Tulsa, Oklahoma. I have had opportunities to move to the coast, had opportunities to move to Texas, had opportunities to move to the Midwest, and I choose this place. I bought a home here. This place raised me. High school, college, then grad school at OU, doing a PhD program at Oklahoma State before I got the opportunity to host my own radio show 9 to 11 here locally, and I've been here since. Recruited to this job, and my boss is like, hey, let's keep the magic over there. You seem to be working for you. Cool. Go wherever I need to go. But I carry with me this region. I carry with me Green Country. I carry with me Tulsa. And I'm proud of the dudes that we produce. Josh Jacobs went to McLean down the road. Dak Hill went to Booker T down the road. I can keep throwing darts. Luke Haas at Arkansas went to Bixby. Cole Adams at Alabama went to Owasso. I can keep doing this all damn day. Zaven Collins from Hominy. Y'all don't know where Hominy is. Tell the truth, Shane the Devil. You don't know where Hominy is. You don't need to know. You just need to know that he's from there and it's in Oklahoma. But we catch all sorts of hell for being a flyover state. And we even catch hell that, frankly, I look down, I'm like, that's not that bad. And then I look over there to my left, and I say, damn, y'all still coming after Arkansas like that, LA? And they are. They are. What I can't stand, though, and what I will not stand for, and I think this is why Arkansas fans can't stand Texas, it's one thing for folks on the East Coast to talk noise about Arkansas, about Mississippi, about Louisiana, about Oklahoma. It's quite another for them same groups of people on the East Coast and West Coast to be talking noise while Texas continues to exist. And what I will not stand for, and I'm sure Arkansas fans feel the same way, is Texas talking noise about Arkansas. Y'all from East Texas. I've been to East Texas. Ain't no difference between East Texas and Oklahoma. Ain't no difference between East Texas and Arkansas. Ain't no difference between East Texas and West Mississippi. And yet y'all got the audacity to look down on Arkansas? Nah, we not going to do that. So when you got to play them, best believe they remember. Oh yeah, you hate Walmart now? All right, bet. Cool. Yeah, take your behind the Tom Thumb. You about to get this Super Saiyan hands right quick. That's what you about to do. You about to feel the wrath of Sam Walton is what you about to do. And I think they got that, man. I think you have the talent to beat Texas. And I don't want to shade nobody. Like, if Bobby Petrino could get to Arch Manning, he would. Like in a New York's minute, to use that East Coast junk. But you got Taylor Green, which means you got a freaky athlete Dumb athleticism. A dude that can move, but also a dude that's likely to get himself hurt, right? Jaquindon Jackson is perhaps can go. If he can go, you ought to be all right. I'd mentioned Luke Haas, right? I want to see Monty out there. I want to see old Monty out there styling on these young children. That's what I want. I want that in the worst way. I want that man to have 300-yard receiving against these children. Talk about, I'm grown. Taking it back to Bud Wilkinson's Oklahoma squad when he had 30-year-olds on that team, dog. Grown-ass men. But I think knowing what they were able to do against Tennessee, that you can go either way. You can get the game they got against Tennessee. You can get the game they got against Ole Miss. But if you're Texas, you better jump on them early. Because if you don't jump on them early and you let Arkansas grow into the game, they will. They absolutely will. They have shown they can score. They've also shown they can get scored on. I don't know which Arkansas we're going to see. I really don't. But if it is the one that is throwing the ball all over the yard and letting Taylor Green go back there and cook, put on the chef hat and like he did against Tennessee and cook, they gonna give you the 4.5 now. And do not let Arkansas fans get into it because they own your head. They as bad as I am. They do not shut up, and you can't shut them up. And the more you tell us to shut up, the more we gonna be on your head. Because now I'm in your head. And once I'm in your head, I own you. I own you. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna have you at the pavement talking about I'm going back to the trunk. Like, I go back to the trunk. I'm a jet, but like I'm in your head like that. You gotta go to the trunk. I don't think Texas built that way. You know why I don't think Texas built that way? Because they got the kind of fans that throw stuff on the field because they ain't getting their way. That's why. Bunch of children. Did you know that you can catch a sportsmanship fine for your fans throwing crap on the field? I know this because LSU caught one. You caught a fine because your children don't know how to throw they trash in the trash can. They got to throw it on the football field. I don't know, man. Every time we talk about Texas, all I can think of is like, what's hard about Texas? What's hard about Texas? I know what's hard about Arkansas. I've been knowing what's hard about Arkansas. Anybody who want to talk about Arkansas to its face won't. That's the other thing. Y'all ain't built that way, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you must not have been to Fayetteville. You must not have been to Fort Gibson. You must not have been to Van Buren. You must not have been to Little Rock, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's over there. West Memphis. Yeah. Uh-huh. You throwing hands in Jonesboro? Because I have. I've caught hands in Jonesboro, too. What I'm saying is, get into a fist fight with them boys if you want to would say that woo pig. I don't think that's what y'all want. Them boys work at the chicken farm. You ever been to a chicken farm? I've been to a chicken farm. You ever had to snatch your head off a chicken? And twitch that mug, wrench that mug off. Talk about cattle this and cattle that. You ain't hard till you been on no chicken farm. I vaccinated cattle. I didn't put the rifle where the good blood flows on deer. I didn't bow hunted with the turkey. And I'm a damn good shot. But being on a chicken farm would change your life, dog. You don't appreciate life until you've been on that chicken farm. And that's what they do down there. Where you think Tyson's from? Where you think they got their money to play John Calipari? Chicken farm. Telling y'all, man, you don't want no smoke with these Arkansas folks. You don't want it. And they at 5-4 now, which means they beat Texas. It's a rough shot right there to 8-4. It's a rough shot. Because he ought to beat La Tech and he got Missouri. They're capable of winning all three of those games, getting 8-4. And maybe they'll get off my man Sam Pitman's neck. I love Sam. You never going to convince me that firing Sam Pitman is a good idea. You're never going to convince me of that. I love that man to death. I love what he stands for. I love how hard he wants to coach that team. I love that he is willing to sacrifice and do all to get that team to where he thinks it can be. I'm sorry that more Arkansas fans don't feel that way, man. But that's who that man is to me. He wants it. And you give him time, he's going to fix it. Let me see. Oh, yeah. While I'm here, Texas fans, I'm not biased towards you. I just know who you are. I just know who you are. That's not bias. That's calling you what you are. You from Texas. You got the good highway. You got beaches. You got theme parks. You got several different options to shop at. You don't pay no state income tax. I just know who you are. That's all. Ain't got nothing to do with being biased. Ain't got nothing to do with Oklahoma. Ain't got nothing to do with Arkansas. It's got everything to do with I know you. Okay? Come nose to nose if you want to. You come up here, we going to introduce you to bad roads, worse weather, tornadoes, a small population that only got its fist to fight with, and you don't want it with us and no fist to fight with. Land thieves. That's what we are. Come up here, we empty your pockets. Go down there, y'all be like, you want to build a house? You want to build a freeway? Y'all good at that. Y'all good at being, comfortable. Y'all really good at being comfortable. I mean, I've been down to Austin. It's a comfortable place. It is. Y'all got the good food. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the good music. You got your strange Austin ways. What is it? Keep Austin weird or some joint like that. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with bias. Ain't got nothing to do with I just know who you are. That's all. Ain't just be soft. That's all. You debutantes. You have the audacity to call yourself a nation. That was the thing. I went out to Texas a few years back for an investigative reporter and editors conference, right? And the truck broke down, right? Truck didn't have no AC about halfway through. So I go in there trying to get the AC fixed. It's June, so it's hot. And I'm getting a soliloquy from the tech about how, Texas was a nation before it was a state. To which I needed to remind this man that you got annexed and we need to come bail you out in this thing called the Mexican War. You need us before we need you. That's what I know about Texas. You need us before we need you. Until such a time as you are the thing we got to run behind. Nah, dog. I just know you. So I don't want to hear no more about this Texas bias stuff. When you good, I tell you you good. You number 3 team in the country. I done said so. But the bias part? Nah, man. I'm a fan of a team. You are a fan of a team. The idea that you cannot be a fan of a team and tell the truth is just ridiculous. Just stupid. The idea that you have to somehow feign the falsehood and tell a lie of objectivity. No. You got into this because you are a fan of your team. Then you learn to love the sport. Then you learn to love what all this is about, and you get to a place like I'm at where you want to talk about all of it. There's nothing to do with rose-colored glasses or none of that joint. I'm not going to lie to you. Why would I do that? What do I have to gain from that? Nobody does. Nobody gains from that. Have a team. Be loud about your team. Let people talk noise about your team when it's bad. That makes you a human being. That makes you a fan. We're fans before we get to do this joint right here. I wish more people would remember that.